Okay, it's Saturday morning, February 29th. It's minus 6 degrees Celsius, a little chilly. What we're going to do today is do a walk around tour here at Jackson's and just kind of show you what we do from ongoing basis year to year here. Tell you a little bit about what goes on. What I'm going to try to do is do a video every week and show you what goes on in agriculture here in Kent and South Lambton counties in southwestern Ontario. First, we have you come up here, we have our 80-foot platform scale. We have a grain probe for sampling. It probes the trucks and takes a sample inside where we do various analyzing, protein test, moisture and GMO tests and whatnot. And then they go to the various pits. This is we call pit 1. It's used for a lot of oddball things. Used to use it a lot, don't use it much anymore. Back here we have a 50,000 bushel bin, and we have an easy dry that we used to use for corn and beans. Kind of just use it for storage now. And there's a 12,000 bushel bin and a 5,000 bushel hopper tank. We have what I like to call the empty annex. We store the empty containers, which holds the beans that we send to the, we export soybeans all over, mostly to the Pacific Rim. This is pit 3. Use it just for crusher beans in the fall. We have a couple of warehouses. First one's 80 by 280. We'll get into it maybe on another video. It's for, we used to put bulk beans in it. Now we only use it for bags. We're coming up here on pit 4. Here we have 8 6,500 bushel hopper tanks. This is all for IP soybeans. No roundups would go in here. It's all drags and leg. We had a bit of snow this week. We haven't cleared it away. We're kind of doing a bit of maintenance this week because of the rail slowdown. We're not getting too many containers. We're coming up here on pit 5. It's used for IPs. We take a lot of White Highlands in here mostly. And while I'm here, I'm going to go over to our newest intake. It's what we call pit 10. It's 11,000 bushels an hour, and we would take in wet corn, crusher beans, and wheat. It's we kind of operate as a commercial elevator as well. This was built in the fall of 19. One bin was built in, this first bin was built in 18, added the second one last year. We have another group of bins here, and we'll get the drone up and do a flyover so you can see it from the top. These are 65,000 bushel bins, and there's a couple of 80,000s here. That's where we store commercial corn and commercial soybeans and wheat. And we'll go around there here, have a little look. We built these 80,000s and we put side draws on them, which works really good for loading trucks. There's about 25 to 30,000 bushels over the side draw, and it makes it so we can load without interfering with unloading. We'll come around here to pit 6. Pit 6 and 7. Pit 7 we used to use for wet corn a little bit. Now we only use it kind of for seed beans. We'll take in maybe special beans in the fall because it's isolated. This is what we call pit 6. It's where we take in anything that needs dried. We have this Nico dryer, dry corn, dry beans or wheat. Really works well. It's been in for a couple, 3 years. Really works well. It's speeded up our drying process quite a bit. Yeah, back here, oh, this has been up about probably close to 10 years. This group of 6, it's built for IP soybeans. These are 100,000s, and there's 215,000s on the back. And each bin has a different variety. We call this pit 8. When a truck comes in, they get assigned a bin and a pit number, and then the unloader has to sign that they've put it in the right bin. That way there's no confusion. This is kind of a view of our 2 warehouses. The one there on the right, it's the 80 by 280. One on the left we built a few years later. It's a 100 by 300 all steel building. Works real good. Then we found we needed a little more capacity. We built what we call plant 4 back here. Pretty well does all seed beans, a little bit of export, but mostly seed beans. There's a cluster of 9,000 bushel hoppers with an overhead. The one overhead on the left here, it comes out of these 6 big tanks, and it can also go into the intake to go into the plant if we need to, whatever. And the overhead here we mostly use for screenings, loading out screenings. This is what we call pit 9. Last year, another intake in here, so pit 9 actually has 2 intakes, so we can take in 2 varieties simultaneously, which has really made things better for us. This is about an 8,000 bushel an hour receiving. Works out pretty good. And then this is our new intake here. Can't see it very good for snow, but it's only about 5,000 or 6,000 bushels an hour because we only have 10-inch downspouts on this leg, which looking back was maybe a mistake, but boy, I've made lots of mistakes. Yeah, this is pit 9. We kind of number all our pits just to take away from some of the confusion. We use this conveyor to load out bulk seed out of these tanks. We can put clean beans into 4 of these tanks, I believe. Oh, maybe it's only 3. I guess 3 tanks. We'll put clean seed in there and then load it out with this conveyor. We have dust control. It'll suck pods and dust. It's actually, well, we'll see it in future videos if this works out. Inside, it's fairly, dust is pretty well under control in there. We also have another fan around the corner that sucks out of the area where we treat soybeans and makes the air a little better. Not much comes out of there, only mostly fumes and a little bit of dust. This plant's, I believe, 80 by 160, and it's 33 feet to the eave. We have a couple of belt conveyors here for loading out treated beans and whatnot. Once a conveyor's committed to treated, it'll always be a treated conveyor. Never use it on plain again. We've been here, I believe, about 41 or 42 years, and every year we add something. Anyway, that's a few trucks here for hauling seed out. There's always something coming and going. This is where we have 3 docks back here for loading out seed beans. Our seed mostly goes in either tote bags or mostly pro boxes, big plastic boxes. We'll get inside the plant on another video and show you what goes on in there. But for this first video, I just thought we would walk around and give you an overview of what goes on here. I guess that's gonna about do it for this video. More or less just trying to get on to talking to the camera and talking slow enough and clear enough so everybody can understand what I'm trying to say and show you what we do around here on a daily basis, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we're gonna try to put out a video every week if we can. I don't know if we keep it up or not, but we'll try.